New at 5 tonight, the Mobile Police Department is continuing its effort to better train officers about racial bias and discrimination. More than 90 officers from the department are training over the next 2 days.
Everybody's got implicit bias.
At this 2-day Balancing Our Bias seminar, police officers are tackling difficult topics head on.
We're talking to African-American police officers in here today who have been called traitors by their own families.
Uncomfortable issues like the current climate in policing, racial profiling, and the Black Lives Matter movement are being discussed in an open setting. Jim Glennon, who was a cop for 30 years, is leading that discussion.
A lot of times, when you see an officer going overboard, it's really an overreaction to stress. He hasn't been trained right, or she hasn't been trained right. That's the biggest fault in law enforcement. That's our biggest shortcoming, is we don't train the right way.
Officer Harold Hurst was not found to have committed any crime when he shot and killed Michael Moore last year, but the fatal shooting sparked protests.
No justice, no peace.
And serious questions about racial discrimination. Today's training will hopefully help bridge the gap and build better trust between the community and police.
Before we have a situation where other cities have had open violence protests, we need to train our officers to understand how the community perceives us. How can we do better to deal with their concerns?
Last year, 74 Mobile police officers attended this training in the departments at ultimately everyone.